Good afternoon. My name is Trish Moore, and I wanted to talk a little bit today about a note reading tool that I think would be fantastic for beginners. You want to imagine that students come to you and sit behind your piano, and probably as I did, all I saw coming was big white black teeth. So, in order to orient them to where the middle of the piano is, there is a product called NoteMatch. Now, if you take a look at it, I'm there. what Tara has done is made the first part of a grand staff. If you look over here, that's the part that she's put on here. And you see the 5 lines and 4 spaces in the bass clef, 5 lines and 4 spaces in the treble clef, and the bracket. Now this is, I think, would be especially good as well for students that aren't on a full-sized keyboard, because I find when students come and they're not on a full keyboard, there's always where's middle C. So having one of these at home and having one here at my studio works very well. Now, with the point of the bracket, you want to line that up with your middle C on your piano like this. And it's all right there in the middle. Note names are on it. And there's little games that you can play with the students. Like, tell me which note lives on line 2 of the treble clef. So they can go 1, 2, that's G. And then if I say, tell me what line B is on a bass staff. And they go from the bottom, 1, 2, B lives on line 2. There's all sorts of other things you can do. Kids can color the note names. This is made out, it's a magnetic, and it's got like a whiteboard. And along with the NoteMatch, you get a nice little dry erasable pen that goes with it. It's particularly good also when, I've got as an example here, my Wonder Keys book, and this is a game that you can play with them. Let's say they have to do this one, Rabbit Rodeo. So the first note, first of all, you ask them, what staff is it on? Treble or bass? So this first note is bass. Is it a line note or a space note? It's a line note. And what line does it live on? So you go, okay, 1, 2, 3. And you can go down here, 1, 2, 3. That's D. And you can go through their whole piece of music like that. If I had another one, the note that I'm looking for is this one. Is it treble clef or bass clef? It's treble clef. Does it live on a line or a space? This one lives on a space. So let's go down here. It's the first space, and that's the F. And from there, I just think it's such a helpful tool in the beginning. Now, what Cascade Method does is at the beginning of using this, they use the beginner book, which literally can have you send a student home the first night playing music they know and music they like. Now, this is all at first with letters. And of course, they can use these. And then after that, you go into the NoteMatch book, which starts with note reading. Okay, so I just think it's a phenomenal tool. I think it helps kids a lot because it gives them a focal point on the piano. They know they start in the middle. And what's good about this thing, if you want to go up an octave, you can just move this up an octave or if you want to go down an octave. So I just think it's a phenomenal tool, and I would highly recommend it to any teachers. It even is good for adults because, as we know, adults sort of come to a lesson. I don't know if they're more nervous, but adults are a little bit different. And I think this would just sort of give them a helper in the beginning. So if you want to go and have more information on Tara's program, as well as books and NoteMatch, go to cascademethod.com, and there's blogs on there. You can see her books on there. But NoteMatch, it's great, and I would highly recommend it to any teacher out there. Thank you. Bye.